Cassandra Fuller.
And we welcome you to 6 in the City. We have a lot of people we're going to talk to.
We do.
We even have other utility people on. We're letting other utility systems on today. What a magnanimous group we are.
They got through the gate.
Got through the gate.
That's it.
Pat Riley's going to be with us. We're going to talk about, we're going to talk about a special thing that's coming in.
Cross country.
That's
right.
Coming into Gibson County, West Tennessee. We're going to find out about that. Richard Fisher is going to be with us. Bemis Heritage Day is coming up this weekend.
It's time already.
This weekend. It's that time. Special time.
Sheila Carlton is here with Sports Orthopedic and Spine because May is National Osteoporosis Month, and we're going to talk a little bit about osteoporosis.
And she's going to spread the news that it affects men and not just women.
So you
Thank
are
you, Sheila,
not
for
out
that.
of the clear.
And I didn't have enough to worry about. Now I got something else.
That's right. Leanne Sutton and Christy Wall-Smith are also here with the West Tennessee Healthcare Foundation because their Heaven's Cradle Twilight Run and Rooftop Rendezvous is coming up.
That's coming up. We're going to eat there, and we're going to find out about the Taste of Jackson.
Because we always like to talk about food.
That is my kind of event coming up. You know, you do the 5Ks. I'm going to go to the Taste of Jackson coming up next Thursday. And then we'll find out about the road ride. We're also delighted to have a young lady with us who's coming here all the way from Kentucky.
That's right.
To be on 6 in the City, because we just dominate the television markets up there.
Yes, we do.
And so Laney Evans is with us. She's making her first appearance with us, and we're delighted to have her. Teresa Smith sent her. She has been here before. She's growing up. I started to say. Well, they stay on for a couple of years at this age,
can't
and
recognize
they
them.
Can't recognize them. So Laney Smith is back with us. Teresa Smith has sent her our way. We're delighted. So stay with us.
That's right.
All that's coming up on this 6 in the City.
So as the owner of Master Medical Equipment here in Jackson, we value JEA's service and our partnership with them. One of the main reasons we relocated into this area was to use JEA's broadband internet service. We do a lot of teleconferencing, we do a lot of international calling. Inside sales business is based off of access to telephone, to internet, to all the services we need to operate. And we had to go with JEA because I felt it was the best fit for our business.
Drawing from a tremendous underground aquifer, JEA's water supply is sand filtered by nature. This water supply is not only plentiful, it requires minimal treatment. Continually lab tested for quality, it's the water distributed through the water division at JEA. More than once named by the Tennessee Association of Utility Districts as West Tennessee's best tasting water. Clean water, another part of JEA today.
First Baptist Church is about making disciples, building community, serving others, equipping families, and above all, glorifying God. We'd love to have you join us. First Baptist Church, for God, His gospel, and His glory.
Bemis Heritage Day is coming up this weekend.
Friday and Saturday.
The 20th and 21st of May. Richard Fisher is with us. He's chair for the Bemis Historical Society. It's good to see you here.
Glad to be here.
And
Thank you for having us.
Been going through some transitions in Bemis.
We have. We certainly have the past year.
Yeah, and so how are things going for the society and all that?
Well, the society's doing well, but they're quite troubled over the deconstruction. But we're going to survive.
Well, we'll survive, and we'll build a monument up there and do some things, build a museum or something one of these days. We got a museum already, and
we do
expand some things out there.
How far along are they on the deconstruction? Is it complete?
No, it's not. It kind of lost some momentum over the past few months, but they kicked it back up here a few weeks ago.
Still, the city of Bemis, which is just a key part of really the American labor movement and coming in and building villages as companies did in those days and everything. It's got a unique place.
It is a unique place.
The Rosenwald School and the historic church. There's just many things there that will continue.
Really will. Yes, it's a unique
So what
place.
happens this weekend? What
we kick it off Friday evening about 4 o'clock. You can start buying barbecue and touring the museum.
Okay.
And,
you got a 5K that night?
No 5Ks.
Okay.
There's
Good.
not the people.
So you don't have to run. You can just eat barbecue.
I like your style, Rich. I want to come and eat and not feel guilty about it.
That's good. And then we have live music on Friday evening. Right. Rayburn Anthony and his band will be there.
All right, Rayburn's been a frequent guest of ours.
He's a local. We consider him local, and he'll provide the entertainment Friday evening. Then at about 10 o'clock Saturday morning, we'll resume activities out there. And we have a CD for touring Bemis. You can plug it in, we'll loan you a CD, or if you want to buy one, you can buy it, and tour Bemis. It's quite a unique place, as you said. A lot of people think they've been to Bemis when they drive Highway 45 to Pinson.
Okay.
You haven't been to Bemis unless you turn right.
You got to cross the railroad track.
You have to go over the railroad
Sure
tracks.
do.
It used to be 2 sets of railroad tracks, but we're down to 1
So
now.
is this a narrated tour is what it is?
It is. We used to take a bus and do tours, and the lady that did that for us, June Holloway, she's prepared a CD, and it's a self-guided tour around Bemis, and it's we've got a few dozen historic spots that the CD addresses.
Okay, all right. So what all will people see then? What the tour hits what?
Well, the tour, you'll see that Rosenwald School, and they have their own historical society going, and you'll see the Rosenwald School that was built in 1912, probably the first Rosenwald in Tennessee.
Is that right? Okay, I wonder where that.
A lot of people don't know what Rosenwald schools are, but they were the chair of Sears back in the 19-teens decided that the African Americans didn't have enough schools, and so that was one of the first ones built in the state of Tennessee.
And still very well preserved, too.
It is, and they're working on preserving it. The Methodist Church in Bemis was built in around 1905. It's a beautiful church inside and outside, among the things.
And it was the community church originally, right?
Well, it was initially a non-denominational community church, but it's now the Methodist Church in Bemis. The theater itself that we have converted to a museum is the centerpiece of the town, and that's where the activities will be centered.
Okay. You still at work raising additional money for the museum?
We are always. We need money, but we need volunteers too. We need members in our society and volunteers that put on these things.
All right. What will we see in the museum now?
We've got an extraordinary collection of photographs, videos, artifacts from the mill, artifacts from around town, from early Americana.
Now, before the deconstruction of the mill, were you guys able to get some pieces for the museum?
We've got pieces of the mill. We've got brick from the mill. A lot of the brick were made there on site to construct the mill.
Yeah. Well, it's a fascinating part of our history. It's Bemis Heritage Days this coming Friday and Saturday. No charge for any of this?
No charge.
And you've also got some free health checks on Saturday, correct? From Walgreens.
We do. We've got Walgreens health checks on Saturday. We've got the fire department's coming out and going to have a fire truck out there for the kids. And
Storytellers.
So a lot of different activities coming.
Saturday.
Don't miss this, Friday and Saturday, and check the museum as well. It's a special preserved part of our history. And it's a very good.
Admission is free, but donations are
Certainly
greatly
welcome.
appreciated.
Richard, appreciate you being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
Richard.
having me.
We're going to be back with more as we continue. 6 in the City.
Hi, I'm Franny Smith, host of EPlusTV 6 cooking show, At Home on the Range. Our show features some of Jackson's best cooks, regular folks just like you and me that enjoy home entertaining and sharing their culinary skills. Join us each week as our guests share favorite family recipes, tips for entertaining, and delicious fare from the natural gas kitchens at Kaufman's Home Furnishings and Appliances. Have fun with local folks who are going to help you feel more at home on the range.
It's 13 miles of natural gas main reaching from Crockett County into Jackson, Tennessee. It's a $16 million project. When completed, this line will provide Jackson a second main line access to natural gas supply. It will enhance JA's existing service and provide expanded capacity for future industrial, commercial, and residential growth. Investing in Jackson's future at JEA today.
This commercial isn't going to shock you or make you laugh, but it just might save your life. Every one of these people is alive today because someone else took the time to give blood. Hopefully, the person that gives blood for you is watching this too. Do you have time? Please give blood.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We're going to be hearing from Laney Evans coming up in just a few minutes, but Sheila Carlton is with us. In the meantime, she is with Sports Orthopedics and Spine. She is here because May is National Osteoporosis Month, and her opening line is that we thought it was just affecting older women, and it turns out it affects older men.
And not just older men.
She highlighted mine in bright yellow.
Well, she just recently told us, sitting here, that they also found that it's prevalent
Affecting
in younger
young
women
as well. So what's going on here?
Well, the thing is, as we age,
Right. I got that part.
we develop, of course, we start out with a certain amount of bone when we're born. And when women about 50 to 60 years old, our bones we start to lose bone porosity, which means our bones get more brittle and weaker.
All right.
They're finding that in younger women who are, especially athletes who may have an eating disorder or have other risk factors, that they're beginning to have osteoporosis or brittle bones or loss of bone structure as there earlier.
So what causes this? Well, now let's get to the men. Then is it the same thing in men now?
Well, in men, one good thing is it doesn't affect men until about 65 or 70.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, prime time right here. All right. So let's hone in here.
Women are a little younger. Men are usually...
Yeah, she's got another 20 years before she has to worry about it.
Men are usually about 10 years after the ladies. So if we're 50 to 65, men are like 65.
So it's the same thing in men, the same kind of brittle?
Yes, same kind of thing.
Right, so what
causes this is that people are not taking enough calcium or vitamin D, or they have other risk factors. And some of those risk factors could be diabetes. It could be if they're on long-term prednisone. One of the things that we are seeing are people who have acid reflux or GERD. They take a lot of medication that can make the bones more, deteriorate the bone and make the bone more brittle. So how do we counter that? So how we counter that is very easy. The one thing about osteoporosis is that it is a very preventable disease. It is very preventable.
Is that right?
Yes, it is. But in order to be able to prevent it, we need to know where you are. So one of the things that we're doing at Sports Orthopedics and Spine, and they're also we're partnering with Tenova Regional Hospital, is we're performing DEXA scans. And a DEXA scan is where we lay the patient is laying flat on a surface, and they do a scan. It doesn't hurt. There's no radiation. It just tells us the density of the bone. Then after that, we also draw blood and to find out if there's other factors that could be affecting your bone health, is what we're calling this. And we take the lab work, we take the DEXA scans, and what I do is I talk to patients and let them know what their bone health is. Depending on whether they have osteopenia, which is like beginning
Early
osteoporosis,
onset.
or osteoporosis, then I develop a treatment plan for them. Most people, and this is one thing I found, 85% of the people that I have seen have low vitamin D. And low calcium, which means...
So is that because we're not drinking enough milk?
We're not drinking enough milk, or we're not getting outside in the sun.
Well, there's another reason
that's
just to skip
the
work
dermatologist told us to wear blankets.
Exactly, they did, but you don't have to be in direct sunlight. If you're outside and you're getting sun.
Because some of the nutrition people say they never do dairy. That's some of these Hollywood people that are like wafer thin. So
I don't
do
the
dairy.
other thing that a lot of people think is, I only have to drink milk to get my vitamin
So I'm going
D.
to sit in the sun and drink buttermilk.
There you go. Or you could eat anything that's a dark green leafy vegetable. Broccoli,
So eat more
asparagus,
vegetables, drink more milk.
yes, exercise. Weight-bearing exercising. One of the best exercises.
Marathon runners don't get this?
They don't as much.
How about heavy barbecue eaters?
I don't know that vitamin D is in that, but we could research that and see. If you walk, people who do a lot of walking can decrease their chances.
So all I need to do is start doing some broccoli and walking.
You've got to get back over to the lift and not drink your coffee. But actually do something at the lift.
There you that's
How much does it take to make a measurable difference? Or can you can't reverse this, obviously.
You can't. You can slow it. And there are medications that can reverse, but we would like to see patients before then.
So you recommend we start getting these screenings at what age?
For anyone 51 is what we are starting to.
Men or women?
Men or women, we are screening between our clinic and Tenova Regional. We are working in a partnership.
Missed it by that much.
You did. They are also, we start at 51.
Oh, start
at 51.
Yeah.
They, at Tenova Regional, they are also offering, on one Saturday a month, they're going to start offering DEXA scans for free.
Okay.
So if your insurance
really?
will not cover,
All right.
and insurances, a lot of insurances will cover because it's preventive.
All right. We'll take note of that. It's osteoporosis month.
It is.
Check with Tenova or with Sports Orthopedics and Spine.
Can we get information about that on Tenova's website?
You can get, yes, I believe you can. Or if you want to find out about the DEXA scans, you can call 661-2000.
661-2000.
Or you can call our clinic, and we have
Find out
people at our clinic that have information.
Good to
Well,
see you.
wonderful. It's good to
Thank
have
you. Thank you.
We're going to go to the main stage, as we call it here, and we welcome the very talented Laney Evans. Laney.
Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you when tears come down like falling rain. You'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you when tears come down like falling rain. You'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Your cheating heart will tell on you.
The DVR. It changes the way you watch TV forever. DVR service lets you instantly record a single show or an entire season and even pause live TV with the push of a button. And now, EPlus Broadband can set you up with multi-room DVR so you can play, pause, control your TV choices from any room in your home. Start a show in one room, finish in another. It will change your life. Learn more about multi-room DVR. Call or visit EPlusBroadband.com today.
Jackson Police, what do they do? And why do they do what they do? EPlusTV 6 Roll Call, an update on the people and the work of the Jackson Police Department. A new show every 2 weeks. What they do and what we can do to make a difference in Jackson. Roll Call now includes you, exclusively on EPlusTV 6.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with your EPlus broadband cable TV for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Visit EPlusBroadband.com to learn more.
We'll have more with Laney Evans coming up in just a few minutes. Delighted to have her with us. Right now we have a perfect event because Leanne Sutton and Christy Wall-Smith are with us to talk about the 4th annual Twilight Run and Rooftop Rendezvous. Fuller's going to talk about the run, and I will talk about the rendezvous.
You'll talk about the food.
That's right, at the top. I'll be waiting on y'all when you get in. All right? It's good to see you both.
Thank you for
All
having
right,
us.
this event is coming up Thursday, June the 2nd, so we have a little bit of time to prepare. You need to register this week or next week? Or?
Yes, early registration closes on Friday, the 20th, but there's always walk-up registration that night if you can make it there in time.
Okay.
And early registration, we can register online at on racesonline.com?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, go racesonline.com for the Twilight Run and Rooftop Rendezvous.
And you can register for the race and run the race and do the rendezvous, but then you can also just do the rendezvous, right?
Yes, that is true. You can buy just tickets for the rendezvous.
And that's how much?
That is $10 for the dinner.
$10 for the dinner, and it's Tulum.
It is Tulum this year.
So
it's great. It's a great night.
It's a wonderful evening. It'll be entertainment provided by
the Unassigned,
coming
a local band,
right there on the rooftop. And so it's a great run, and
it is a great run, but it supports a great event.
It is on the rooftop of the I guess the parking garage we call it. Right?
It is one of the parking garages at the hospital.
So it kind of guides you in. It'll be off of Forest Avenue.
That's right.
And so they'll make arrangements to get you parked and everything else, and do the run. And it goes to Heaven's Cradle. And we want to talk a little bit about this because it's an organization and an effort that some are still not familiar with. Relatively new, right? We've been doing this for a few years now?
A few years, yes, sir.
Okay, and so it's designed to be a support mechanism for parents that have lost children that at birth or prior to birth.
Correct.
And so it's and there was a realization, I guess, that our hospital waiting rooms and all that stuff assumed that when you had a baby, that's good news. The sound goes off at the hospital and everybody claps and all this other stuff, and there are parents there that are having children that are going to be stillborn or that are going to die shortly, and so there was a need to kind of reconfigure things a bit, right? So that's how we got involved in this.
Yeah, and I think my husband Michael and I, we lost a baby 9 years ago.
Okay.
Her name was Callie James Wall-Smith, and she was born with multiple complications and had to have multiple surgeries and lived about 3 weeks. And Heaven's Cradle wasn't available then, and it was one of those things where still, when you are faced with a family who's lost a baby, there's still kind of the white elephant in the room. You know, you don't know how to approach them. You don't know what to say to them. You don't know, everybody just kind of stops and looks. So when Abby and Gary Lackey lost a baby a few years ago, they came back to the hospital and said, we need to do things differently. And as a result of that, the hospital has jumped on board with women and children and hired a bereavement coordinator, which is Leanne, and created this Heaven's Cradle, which is a support group for not just moms and dads, but entire families who have suffered a loss.
Well, it involves everybody in the family. Are there friends that care? I mean, it's like, what do you say, and now what do we do, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and so Leanne, then your work is done how? When do you start picking up families then?
Well, the situations vary, but for instance, if a family has an ultrasound early on that determines the baby has an illness, or possibly, unfortunately, has already passed away. Then I help that family go through all the decision-making, trying to guide them through the best things they can do to make memories with that baby for the time that they do have.
Right, okay.
And follow them in bereavement care as well for up to a year.
Okay. Oh, is that right?
So it's a very inclusive program. So it can include the siblings, the grandparents, anyone involved.
Okay.
So it's a great program.
So it's been. So how is this money utilized in this race through all of this?
Several different ways. Previously, we've purchased things like cuddle cots, which is a cooling system to help babies to stay with their families longer and keep their integrity. And many things as far as grace bags that helps mothers like Christy to have memories made with castings and moldings of their feet and hands, pictures, journaling. But this year, we're specifically trying to raise money to help purchase heartbeat bears, which we could help then to record heartbeats of babies that may be life-limiting and have that heartbeat available for the rest of their life.
Oh, wow.
And that can then help in the therapeutic process as well.
So we need a lot of people to sign up for the race.
It would be great. It would be great.
But this race is known to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of runners.
Yes.
So it's a history of good attendance in the short time.
We are anticipating probably close to 800 to 900 runners by themselves.
Is that right? Wow.
And possibly with family members and other support staff, well over 1,000.
So is this like 4th or 5th year for this? What is this?
Fourth annual.
Well, it has grown dramatically.
It has. Great support from the community.
Yeah, well, I think it's a cause. Yeah, once you hear about it, it's like, yes.
Well, and what's even more special about it is, even if you're not one that has experienced this, but you go and you experience the I don't want to say the program on the rooftop, but the testimonials from these women and families who have lost.
Yes.
Oh, it's just very moving.
Yes.
It's a great experience, and to the lackeys and everybody else, Cameron Campbell, there are many people were involved in this thing early. The Heaven's Cradle, the Twilight Run on the rooftop at West Tennessee Healthcare, the parking garage, one of those parking garages off of Forest behind Jackson Clinic, number 3 out there.
Number 3.
Get registered in advance. Do that this week.
Yes,
right?
please.
Want to get registered in advance if you can, and just go.
Early registration is $30, but if you walk up for registration, it's $35.
$35.
And if you just want to do the
dinner's
rendezvous, it's just $10.
Right. Appreciate what y'all are doing.
Thank you, ladies.
Very good.
Thank you for
Glad
having
you're there
us.
at the hospital
We
too.
look
Leanne.
forward to seeing y'all
And Christy,
Thursday
thanks for sharing your story with us.
Yes.
It's a real pleasure to meet you and to have you here. We're going to go back to the main stage here, and once again, we welcome Laney Evans.
Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. I know, and it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. I know, I'm shining down like a water. Oh, I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain come down on a sunny day? Yesterday and days before, it's cold, the rain is hard. I know, shining down like water. Until forever on it goes, through the circle fast and slow. I know, and it can't stop. I wonder. Oh, I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Oh, I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Oh, coming down on a sunny day. Coming down on a sunny day.
Hold it. I think you're going to like this picture.
Hello, everyone. I'm Steve Beverly. For the past 5 years, we've been bringing you classic TV favorites on TV6. Now we're on every Saturday night. 3 great hours of situation comedy, surprises of your favorite stars from the golden age of TV. And every once in a while, you can say the secret word with Groucho. Steve Beverly's TV Classics every Saturday night from 7 to 10 on EPlusTV6.
In 1986, my life changed forever when I struck 3 buried high-voltage cables while working on an excavation site. 30,000 volts of electricity blew through my body. I'm lucky to be alive and able to walk again. Today, accidents like mine can be avoided with a simple call to 811 in order to have your dig site marked.
Always call 811 before digging and be a hero. Respect the flags. Brought to you by Tennessee 811.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We'll have more from Laney Evans. Delighted to have her with us.
All the way from
Calvert City, Kentucky. Back with us. In fact, we got a big event coming up. Is it this week?
It is this week.
Thursday. It is this week. This is already.
This
Thursday
this
night.
week, the 19th.
Man, oh
Today's
man, oh
the
man.
17th.
Well, I hope you're not watching us on Saturday and you missed it already.
That's right.
You know, but we're talking about the Taste of Jackson in West Tennessee. This year, for the second time at the Farmers Market, Molly Richardson is with us. She's chair of the Taste of Jackson, and James Dewsbury is with us, Regions Bank. They are the presenting sponsor. Always good to see you with us.
Thank you.
So here we go. So we're coming back to the Farmers Market one more time.
Come back to the Farmers Market. Warmer weather this year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got to be.
It has got to be. It's going to be gorgeous
Even though it's
this
been a
year.
little cooler this week.
That's right. You know, get the cool weather out of the way so you can
Relay
have
had
good
a
weather.
great weekend out there, I think.
Sure did. Yes.
So it was wonderful.
Great.
All right, so now we've got different ticket prices. So what happens here?
Different ticket prices. $40 general admission. Buy them early, buy them at the door, same price. We have $55 VIP lounge.
Okay.
Sponsored by Central Distributors.
Okay.
It's a private lounge.
Okay. In the exhibit building, kind of?
It's in the annex building.
Okay.
It's Chandelier Cafe.
Oh,
will
is that right? Is it
be
gonna
in
be
there.
there? Okay.
Jackson Country Club and Coyote Blues will have food in there.
Okay.
Central Distributors will have a private bar in there.
Okay.
Private seating.
All right.
Just to.
So I go $40 and
And
or I go 55.
55 for the
and
VIP.
VIP.
And then
95
is
and
there
do
group
both.
price?
There's group
pricing?
There's group pricing. For 10 or more, it's $25.
$25. Okay. So how do we get advance tickets?
You go to tasteofjacksontn.com.
Taste of Jackson.
Taste of Jackson.
But you said we could get them either advance or we could get them at the door.
Or you can get them at the door.
All
That's right.
So there you go. Regions have been involved with this for a good while.
We have at least 16 years that I know of, back to
Whoa.
the Union Planners Days. And so
Wow.
they certainly
That's
have
right,
been
because
there
this
for a long
event has
time.
been going on.
It's just the 30th
forever.
anniversary.
30, yeah.
That's
I
a
don't
big
know if
year
we've been
for it.
involved that long, but we've certainly been there for 15 or so.
Because when this event started and with the March of Dimes, there were a lot of organizations that were doing the taste of. We're the last ones.
Ours has lasted for 30 years.
Yeah, it's lasted for 30 years. And so
That's
we
because
love
we
to
like
eat
to
here.
eat.
We like to eat here, and we have found obviously the right venue
Now,
and the
Steve,
right
there will be
mix.
barbecue. I know that's a favorite of yours, and there's a 0.5K that you can run in. as well.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
0.5K.
0.5K, just for you.
That's right. Just walking the circle of the
You're talking
farmer's
about language
market.
right
You
to
can
the
do
farmer,
it.
0.5K. You know, hey, I may do 2 laps. Okay.
Whoa, now don't overdo yourself.
I do the.
You got to make it back to that VIP area.
Yeah, I've been waiting for somebody to do a 1K run, and so I think it's,
0.5 is even better.
All right, why did you get involved with this?
Well, I can tell you the answer to that question. Both of us have been on the periphery a couple of years and just saw what it did for Jackson, and in particular for the March of Dimes. You know, it's a great organization. I've got about 270 employees in West Tennessee, and 1 out of 6 women that work for me have had some kind of early
challenge pregnancy.
And so it's that's the real reason. That's why we're involved in it.
Yeah, it is just, you know, when we were in the hospital with Clayton, and that was one of the first things those nurses started talking about once we got past that first few days and this child might live, was like, hey, March of Dimes is a big part of what we're doing here, you know, and so it kind of landed in our lap in a way.
Absolutely.
And the benefit of all that research, I thought, well, all these years, Walk America for the March of Dimes and everything else, had no idea, be helping our family and our life.
Yeah.
Personally a beneficiary of that, but it's just extraordinary the work that has been done with the March of Dimes. Now, who all's going to be there?
How many restaurants?
We have a long list of restaurants.
Okay.
Coyote Blues, Rockin' Dough, West Alley Barbecue, Jackson Country Club. All the local restaurants. I mean, any restaurant you want to see, pretty much, they're going to be there.
You can go to the tasteofjacksontn.com.
Oh,
and
and
that
see the
listing
list.
is all there as well, too.
That's
It's all there on the website, so it's.
I'm going to go through them.
I know you're going to
Make your
highlight the
list.
ones
And
you
check it
wanna
on your
go to
phone.
first.
West Alley Barbecue has already gone to #1.
There you go.
Now, they won an award last year.
Yeah, they're very good. You know,
I saw them. I know this is off subject, but I saw on Facebook where Keith Urban
was there
stopped
last
and
year.
had lunch.
Yeah, last month there. Yeah.
How crazy.
I arrived I was there, and they didn't put my picture on Facebook. I don't know. It hurt my feelings.
They needed you to sign a $1 bill to put up.
Put on the wall.
That's it.
So it's, where do I go to get the list of restaurants? It's
tasteofjacksontn.com.
Is there also a Facebook page?
There's a Facebook page.
All right, so we got it going on.
Molly's done all of that.
It will start.
She's done all of that
We
herself.
start at what time?
5 o'clock. 5 to 8. And then there's an after party at Rockin' Dough. So when you're done eating and you still have a little bit more room.
After the 0.5K.
After the
0.5K.
Okay.
After you do the 0.5K, and then we go down to Rockin'
Make
Dough.
it down to Rockin' Dough.
So what's going to happen at Rockin' Dough?
Rockin' Dough, you go down the after party from 8 to 10, and 10% of the proceeds will go back to March of Dimes there.
Wow. Well,
Yes.
good for them.
So just keep the party going.
I take it we're not going to be at work Friday.
You can call in. They can do it without you.
We can call our boss and say, hey, we've got to get some more vitamin D, so we have to take off so we can get in the sun.
Don't want
All right.
osteoporosis.
That's right. That's
So from 5 till 8, and then we can go to Rock'n'Dale.
Then go to Rock'n'Dale.
And I get a $40 ticket or VIP ticket.
55, or if
Or
you're
for
Find 10
$95,
friends.
you do it all.
You can find 9 friends.
Yeah, okay.
Nine
And
friends
then-
and get a $25 ticket.
So if I bring 9 friends like at one time, we
At
can all
one
get
time,
in for
you can all get in.
$25. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You better,
That's pretty good.
You better start looking now.
TasteofJacksontN.com. Regions Bank is the presenting sponsor, and
coming up
James
Thursday
Dewsbury
night,
West.
May
It's Thursday night, the
19th, from
19th.
5 to 8.
Like I said, I hope you're not watching this on Saturday and have missed
right,
us.
you missed it.
But,
You missed a great time.
but get down on the list for next year.
That's right.
Fairgrounds is working out for this.
Farmers Market.
Farmers Market. working
It
out for this.
is.
Yeah, okay,
It's
good.
been good success there.
So very, very
Lots
good
of-
success. All right.
You'll be under the pavilion.
Yeah.
We've got the
Oh,
annex,
it's
so you
tight.
could go to the VIP.
It's a
So
great
we
venue.
can, when you're in the VIP area, we can cardon you off from all the other people. So,
Well, anytime,
I know how you are.
Anytime I can get a list of restaurants, I only have to do a half K loop to make them all. So
You
it's
can
got a
get all
VIP
your
room.
restaurants in one location.
Then you go to Rock'n'Dale afterward.
You're set.
Exactly.
What more could you ask
You're
for?
set.
Oh, wait, a day off on Friday.
Day off on Friday. All right, it's good. Good to see you both.
It is. Thank
All
you
for
guys for
March of
being here.
Dimes, and that's a wonderful cause. We're going to be right back as we continue 6 in the City.
So as the owner of Master Medical Equipment here in Jackson, we value JEA's service and our partnership with them. One of the main reasons we relocated into this area was to use JEA's broadband internet service. We do a lot of teleconferencing, we do a lot of international calling. Inside sales business is based off of access to telephone, to internet, to all the services we need to operate. And we had to go with JEA because I felt it was the best fit for our business.
Drawing from a tremendous underground aquifer, JEA's water supply is sand filtered by nature. This water supply is not only plentiful, it requires minimal treatment. Continually lab tested for quality, it's the water distributed through the water division at JEA. More than once named by the Tennessee Association of Utility Districts as West Tennessee's best tasting water. Clean water, another part of JEA today.
Ready, set, go for it. It's your adventure. This is your GAC.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We'll have more from Laney coming up, and we're delighted to have her with us.
Laney with us.
Pat Riley's with us. He heads up the Gibson County Utility District, natural gas service in Gibson County and elsewhere? Or?
It's primarily Gibson County.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
A couple of things to talk about. Well, first of all, talk about the CNG USA rally that's going to be coming through West Tennessee, and you're invited to be a part of that. Can share that on June the 6th from 9 to 11 in Gibson County, but they're actually starting out May 30th, and they're going from where to where?
Okay, we're going to start May 30th in Long Beach, California. Then we're going to Mesa, Arizona.
You going to make this trip?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And then we're going...
He is CNG.
He is. Well, I understand that. I didn't realize it.
This is Pat's baby. Pat helped arrange
I think they probably need a video crew and show to go along with it.
I think so.
We would love it.
After
You guys are
we get back
covered
to Taste of Jackson.
roughly over 3,000
A little over
miles from
3,000
going
miles,
from one end
just
of
from Long Beach to Washington. But
Okay.
we're going to almost do it twice because we got to drive out there, make the trip all the way to Washington, then come back home.
Okay, you're going to be doing this in natural gas-powered
Yes.
vehicles,
Mhm.
obviously.
We
Okay.
sure are.
All right.
But we're going from Mesa to Albuquerque, Oklahoma City, Little Rock, Arkansas, Memphis, Trenton, Dixon, Tennessee, Sevierville, Tennessee, then Rock Hill, South Carolina, right below Charlotte, then Greenville, North Carolina, Richmond, and Washington.
Okay. It'll be from May 30th through June the 10th. It will be in Gibson County on the 6th, 9 to 11 that day. What's the
Right.
purpose of all this?
Well, and I brought this with me. Our mission statement is to inform and educate the American public to the benefits of natural gas vehicles and the natural gas refueling infrastructure through all local, state, and national media outlets. And thank you for having me here today. Our vision is when this rally is completed, we hope, just like we did in Tennessee last year, that we will show the American public that natural gas vehicles are reliable, safe, We have plenty of refueling stations, not only in Tennessee, but across the nation to make this trip possible.
Okay.
The whole thing is set up on 13 media sites, and we just listed where we're going. Each one of these sites is going to have its own flair, kind of like we did here in Tennessee. I know in Oklahoma City, they're going all out. We're going to have it at the Capitol. The governor's going to be there. The Secretary of State's going to be there. Other dignitaries are going to be there. They were talking in Washington, D.C., that they're going to try to get the Secretary of the Department of Energy and other folks like that involved. So this has gone nationwide already without a lot of nationwide attention, but it has on media, local media, and whatever.
Okay.
So
if we're in Trenton, Tennessee on the 9th, we need to be where?
Just at our company. It's 1300 North Highway 45 bypass.
So what will happen that day?
Well, I've already started working on the program. I've got a lot of local state senators, state representatives. I know State Senator Mark Norris is going to be our keynote speaker. I've even got Miss Tennessee is going to be there. We've got some Tennessee Department of Environmental Conservation people there to go along with the green theme that natural gas vehicles are all about, plus our green station. So I'm kind of bringing everybody together so that we can get the message out.
Speaking of the Green Station, you guys have won quite a few awards for this station in your short time, because the station hasn't been there long.
It's May 19th, it'll be a year, and since that time, we've won 5 environmental awards.
Wow.
Been
What is a Green
recognized.
Station? Let people know.
Well, primarily, we have solar panel that produces our electricity. Now, we are hooked up to the grid, but unless we just have a problem, we don't use that power. We make our own power. And then we have a natural gas generator that makes the electricity for the compressors. And then we have the solar panels do the lighting, and then each pole has its own individual solar panel on it. So really, if the power
it's a
did go
showcase
out,
of energy efficiency.
yeah, it's one of a kind. That's one of the reasons it's gotten attention from the EPA and other folks like that, because in an emergency situation,
Can
we
people come up and visit your facility?
Yes, I'd love for them to do. They
Take a
can come by and
tour
visit.
and
Yes,
see
I'd love for
everything.
them. Yeah.
See all the trucks coming out. Notice Budweiser had an all CNG powered vehicle, or a big diesel truck.
It was. We got a
Semi.
call from the manufacturers about 2 or 3 months ago, and they said they were going to, I think St. Louis got 75 trucks like that, and they said 11 was going to come through. So that truck came by yesterday, and we were very excited about it.
Natural gas is a domestic source of power. It burns clean.
Yes.
It just makes sense in many ways, and it's expanding, because we think about heating our homes with it, or cooking, or whatever, or decorative lighting. And Pat and them are out to demonstrate that it has real potential as a transportation
Well,
fuel.
and one of the things we like to promote, not only the abundance and the cleanliness of it, but it's an American fuel.
It's an American product.
It's an American product. So we're not influenced by oil pricing or any kind of a domestic disturbance.
It decreases our dependency on the foreign.
That's right.
Foreign oils.
Well, the rally is from May 30th through June 10th. Pat will be, I'm sure he'll be posting on Facebook.
So you guys have a
We have a
page on
Facebook page already. It's called CNG Sea to Shining Sea.
Okay.
We're going to do hashtag. We're going to do Twitter. We're going to do social media all the way across the country.
Lots of pictures.
A lot of pictures, and just try to really publicize this as much as we can.
All right. May 30th through June 10th, you can keep up with that. And then June 6th, 9 till 11 in Trenton, Tennessee.
Trenton, Tennessee.
All right. Well, enjoy this trip.
Well, thank you very much.
Exciting.
Thank you again for having
and
me
be sure
on
to
this
visit
day.
that. And we'll let David Middlebrooks and the electric guys come back on next week for equal time.
That's right. Don't want
Solar panels and natural gas generation of
That's
electric power.
There you go.
All right, man. It's good to see you.
Good to have
Thank you
you
very
back.
much.
We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
We're going to go back to the main stage, and she helped co-write this song. Our very special guest is Laney Evans.
Hello, lady. How are you doing today? I've been thinking lately, reminiscing summer days. Oh, why does it change so quickly? my perspective. It's true when the sun goes down, so do you. The colors are changing my perspective. It's true when the sun goes down, so do you. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen you. When it got cold, you went away. Who knew sweater weather was so lonely? Reminiscing summer days.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with your EPlus broadband cable TV for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Visit EPlusBroadband.com to learn more.
Utility infrastructure often coordinates with streets and highways. Much of the work performed by utility crews is done in proximity to traffic. Tennessee has added utility crews to the mandated clearance for emergency and law enforcement personnel. When lights are flashing, crews are working, traffic should move over an additional lane. If a lane gap is not available, traffic should slow. The Jackson Energy Authority thanks the drivers of Jackson for your cooperation in Move Over Tennessee, promoting the work and safety of JEA personnel.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson of the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Over my career, I've been asked, what's the most difficult part about being a state trooper? That's easy. The hardest part about being a state trooper is going to someone's house and telling the people there that someone they love is never, ever coming home because of a senseless, preventable traffic crash. In Tennessee, every year, way too many lives are lost by drinking and driving, texting and driving, and not wearing your seatbelt. Please don't make me tell your loved ones that you're not coming home.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We'll have more from Laney Evans. In fact, she'll be doing a Lauren Pritchard song before
That's
we get away.
right, a Lolo song.
A Lolo song, so glad to have her with us. Well, I'm sure you've got some kind of 5K, 2K.
Of course I do. I did
double marathon, 58 miles.
No, I wasn't going to. No, I did want to mention, we didn't talk about it, on the Heaven's Cradle, the Twilight Run and Rooftop Rendezvous.
Right.
Registration is at 5, and the race starts at 6:30.
6, okay.
So, but you can go to races online. But there is this weekend.
Okay, it just happened to be one more.
No, there's a couple of more. There's
two more.
Well, actually, Thursday night is the Downtown Dog Trot.
Downtown Dogs, that's right.
See, it's at the
You can
lift.
do that and then go to Taste of Jackson.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you go run first, and then you go eat.
Right.
And then also the Eric Wallum 5K, Memorial 5K, is Thursday night as well.
So it's Thursday night as well.
Yeah, it's at the West Tennessee Imaging Center.
Okay.
And the proceeds will benefit the Eric Wallum Endowment Fund.
All right.
And the Imaging Center is right there at 300 Coatsland Drive.
Can you do races online for both of those events? In advance?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
so
I think you
for
can.
Downtown Dogs is Thursday night, downtown at the lift.
Right.
And then
Eric Wallum is at the Imaging Center
Okay.
Thursday night. And then Saturday.
Oh, I can run again Saturday.
You can run a long distance Saturday.
Okay.
The West Tennessee Warrior Run Half Marathon. It starts at the Gadsden United Methodist Church at 8 a.m. So get yourself ready at 8 a.m. for that race.
Okay.
But then also the Jackson Generals are in town
Oh,
Thursday,
it is
Friday,
like-
Saturday,
it is dollar
Sunday.
night.
Dollar nights
Hot
Thursday
dogs,
night.
soft drinks, all
That's
that
right.
stuff
They
for
play
$1.
Chattanooga Lookouts all weekend,
Right.
so you'll have an opportunity to see them this weekend.
General's got a big weekend because they've also got CMA night coming up Saturday night and all that other. And so they got a lot of events. And so just check with them at JacksonGeneralsBaseball.com to get all
And
the
if you
ticket
like
information.
cars and motorcycles, muscle
right.
cars, sports cars, the VFW Post 1848 is having a Patriot Open Car and Bike Show. It's this weekend, Saturday, May 21st. It's from 10 until 2. It's at 3803 North Highland there at the VFW. It's $20. If you want more information, you can call 426-2502. Sports cars, classic cars, exotic cars, motorcycles, lowriders, you name it, they want them out there. So they want your vehicles and want you to come out.
That's right. The AMP will continue its concert series. It kicked off a couple of weeks ago with Kimberly Helton.
Kimberly.
And it's Little Boys Blue, Jimmy Taylor and crew. They recently did a Studio 6 with us. They got a brand new album out called Tennessee, I think. I want to be careful with that Tennessee, but About a woman and a guy, one from Mississippi and one from Tennessee. They get together. But anyway, I don't know how it turns out. There's a blues song. Could be a breakup in there somewhere.
Yeah,
but you check that on Facebook and all. But they're going to do the AMP Friday night, starting at 7 or 7:30 when the AMP concert starts.
I think so.
Just be down there early. Start at 5 o'clock. Just sit around and enjoy yourself. There'll be food and bring your lawn chair and your cooler and everything else.
Just have a good time. You can get the AMP schedule. I think you can find that on the calendar of events on JacksonTN.com.
JacksonTN.com. You can because Lori Nunnery will have a list this week, as will the Jackson Area Music Society. It jams on Facebook of all the different venues and the groups will be doing live performances.
Lots of live music all around Jackson. So
it's with some reluctance that I mentioned this, but General Grant is coming back to Jackson Friday at noon at the library. Kurt Fields, who's been a guest of ours,
he
did
done
a
a
dialogue. He's going to explain Shiloh from his perspective. Hopefully, Billy King and Harbert Alexander will be there to kind of balance that thing out.
Counteract.
And just explain that it may not have been his leadership. It could have been Confederate incompetence. But anyway, Kurt Fields does a great job with that presentation. Really, and it'll be a Friends of the Library presentation this coming Friday at noon, downtown library. And so catch that this week if you have an opportunity, because it is very, very good. And, of course, tonight we're seeing the 7 Wonders of the World with
that's right.
Elaine for the library.
For the library, but it's not.
So there are a lot of different things going on in the library, so be sure to check that out, both downtown and the north location. But Kurt Fields will be here this week, and it's always a special thing to hear him. There's bound to be some other place to eat or something we haven't mentioned, but there are a lot of activities going on this time of year. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
That's right.
Went through
My nephew graduated last night from Chester County.
Chester County. So all of our high schools here in Jackson, Madison County, I think, have wrapped those up.
We have special guests in the studio today.
Oh, we do?
Yes, we do.
Oh, that's right. Your mother's here.
My mom is here, and my Jamaican is here. My sister, she's up from Jamaica for my nephew's graduation. So appreciate them being here and being our biggest fans in the studio today.
Said if y'all hadn't paid her way, she wouldn't have come up. You know, you got to have a reason to leave Jamaica, and a high school graduation in Chester County is not enough.
Especially sitting in a freezing cold studio.
Come up here and wind up, get off the plane, it's 50 degrees, and like, what am I doing here?
That's right. She was like, it's May. It's not supposed to be this cold here.
Well, she found out Ricky Catlett was going to be there, so she decided to go down to Chester County.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it was, so it's great. But it's good to have them with us.
Chester County had a good
Notice they left Dad at home.
Dad, yep, he's home. It's a girls' afternoon. Got to have a girls' afternoon.
Which he acted like he was disappointed. He was actually thrilled.
He's probably fishing.
And so starting to say, he's like, thank God a greyhound, she's gone.
Exactly. Yeah. He's like, woo, get them out of here. I've got fishing to do.
We're going to be right back as we continue. Thanks to all the folks that are with us. And we'll come back and wrap this up. And then Laney Evans is with us as we continue 6 in the City.
Jackson 24/7 continues this summer as your source for perspective on people, issues, and key decisions facing our community. Whether it's the economic challenges facing public education, the battle in the streets for local law enforcement, or a bold new leader for higher education, Jackson 24/7 brings you the key questions and answers every day at noon, 4, 6:30, and 9:30 on EPlusTV 6.
The original pipes in Jackson's gas system were wood. Then the new industry standard became cast iron. In 2016, the Jackson Energy Authority celebrated the last mile, the complete and final replacement of the remaining cast iron pipes. Cast iron gave way to safer, more reliable materials that vary by pressure load and system need. There are some natural gas systems still using cast iron, but that's not the case at JEA today.
In 1986, my life changed forever when I struck 3 buried high-voltage cables while working on an excavation site. 30,000 volts of electricity blew through my body. I'm lucky to be alive and able to walk again. Today, accidents like mine can be avoided with a simple call to 811 in order to have your dig site marked.
Always call 811 before digging and be a hero. Respect the flags. Brought to you by Tennessee 811.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. There are some other notes. Union University and Lane College, it was announced this week, have received a grant from the Wabash Center for Teaching and Learning in Theology and Religion to promote collaboration in teaching and racial reconciliation. Our congratulations to them, and we'll be interested in seeing what the results of that will be. And we have the All Nations Church is right. All Nations Church is having a special event this weekend, Thursday the 19th and Friday the 20th, 7 p.m. there at 1340 North Parkway. It's called Cry for Revival at the All Nations Church, and everybody's invited to that. And then we mentioned the library.
That's right, because there's a book sale coming up.
Book sale coming up, their premier event.
June 3rd through the 5th, Friday, Saturday from 10 to 4, Sunday 1 to 4. There is a pre-sale breakfast on Friday from 8:30 to 10, $5 a person. And then what everybody looks for is the teacher's preview.
That's right.
It's Thursday, June 2nd from 3 to 7:30 p.m. There's teachers' resources, reference, classics, youth, and children's books for pennies on the dollar. Box prices are also available.
That's
it's going to be at in the program center of the main library, which is downtown on Lafayette. Is it Lafayette Street? Lafayette.
Yes.
And all proceeds benefit the Jackson-Madison County Library.
All right, on Lafayette Street, that's right. I'm glad to see an organization doing a fundraiser that doesn't have a 5K. You can eat, buy books, drink coffee, and everything else.
Books,
and you don't have to run anywhere except to the car.
That's right.
All right, very good. And so, but that's June 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
June 3rd, 4th, 5th.
The library also, when you're downtown going to the program center, they also have a continuation of the book sale all the time now. So they have shelters because they have overruns and donations and everything else. So always check by the library.
They've always got books for sale.
That you like.
And it's not just books, it's CDs, DVDs.
Oh, yeah.
It's got movies, it's got all kinds of stuff.
So be sure to get in. It's been a real delight to have this young lady with us. She was with us about 3 years ago.
She was.
And Laney Evans, and she is from Calvert City, Kentucky. And is going to be doing a Lauren Pritchard song. So you follow Lauren. So she's been with us and an outstanding talent. So it's really. How long have you been doing this now?
6 years. About
I started saying,
6 years.
yeah, she was with us 3 years ago. But little girls grow up quickly. Little boys do too.
And change.
You know, like I said, the Clayton I know at our house, the one on the fridge that's 6, and this guy that's eating everything in the house now that's 13, I don't even know who he is.
He's cleaning out the fridge now.
It's been really good to have you with us.
Thank you. We've enjoyed having you.
Don't make it 3 years before you come back. We're going to close out the show. Thanks for being with us. Thanks to all of our guests. We'll see you next week. And this is Laney Evans.
I've been waiting on the phone to ring. I ain't so good about answering. Why am I always tired when you show up? Sometimes your lover can be a friend, and sometimes lovers need to start again. Maybe I need to start giving up. Oh, if you wanna keep the diamonds that you bought me, you can have them. It'll give your mama reason to smile, and we can keep on talking about how all we need is a magic, but the misdirection followed the moss. Ooh, I'm not gonna let you walk away without saying you're sorry. Well, you win one, then you lose them, and you can tiptoe around every problem. Gave hospitality to the pain. Oh, just be man enough to say